Hi everyone and welcome back to SanaA's garden, and welcome if you're new here. I hope you all are doing great. So in this video I will be sharing all the spring summer bulb plantings which I have done for the year 2022. I planted all these bulbs in the end of 2021, sometime during late October and early November. So I had filmed all these videos but I couldn't get around to posting them in time. So I thought what should I do? I was almost trashing the idea of posting them, but I thought I'll just try asking you guys, and I had posted a poll on my community tab asking if you would still like to see these videos, and almost 91% of those of you who voted said you wanted to see the videos, so here it is. And also in the coming few weeks, whenever all these plants are blooming, it wouldn't make much sense to you if you wouldn't know what I had planted. So I thought I'll probably just post this video just as a briefing so that you have an idea of what I had planted and what you can expect from a particular container. So anyways, let's get started. So I have all my containers cleaned and washed and ready to go for planting, and I have all my bulbs separated here according to the categories or the containers in which I want to plant them. So in my first box I have all my daffodils. So I have all these loose daffodils from previous years. I think they're from about 3 years or 2 years, and I also purchased a similar bag this year. So I'm going to plant all these daffodils in the biggest container I have. So these are already a mixture of daffodils. They have 3 or 4 different varieties of daffodils in them, and I'm going to combine these daffodils along with these yellow tall tulips. They are called the Novi Sun tulips, and they are going to form an absolutely beautiful combination. I also have these Fringed crystal star tulips which I purchased last year, and they were just 10 and they have divided into so many tulips. So I am considering planting them along with the other daffodils and tulips, but the only thing that's putting me off is they have a black center, and I don't know, I'll have to think about it. So anyways, coming to my next and the most favorite combination, I have some tall tulips and also hyacinths. I will be planting them as a lasagna. I don't know if we can call them as a lasagna because they're just two varieties of bulbs, but I wanted to have a great impact, and I will be planting them in these 2 large containers in which I have always had the Asiatic lilies. So for the Asiatic lilies I wanted to purchase similar containers, but I couldn't find them this year, so I thought I'll probably plant these hyacinths and tulips in this one, and I will have the Asiatic lilies in 4 containers. So that's what I decided. So I'm really looking forward to this combination. They're going to look so pretty. So I had these double romance tulips, and these white one early foxtrot ones. They are pinkish and white. I got them last year, but I don't want to combine them with the hyacinth and tulips because I had a bad experience combining 2 different varieties. For example, the double-8 blue spectacle tulips, if you can remember. If you know, you know. So anyways, I have all my bulbs dug out and separated. I have my red and white tulips. I have all my double-8 blue spectacle tulips, and these are the alliums and everything. So if you can remember, I had a few red and white tulips in the ground in my red flower bed, and also some pink and white tulips in my other flower bed. I have dug all of them out because the squirrels were creating havoc in my garden and it was getting really bad. They already had eaten quite a few bulbs, so I thought I'll just take all of them out and plant them in containers. So yeah, that's why you see all the bulbs here. So whatever bulbs I own are here on this table. I also have these Dutch irises here. I have decided to plant them all on their own this year in a separate container because although their texture is really nice and grassy initially when they start to grow, but when they get really long and when it starts to get hot during the summer, they get quite messy. So I think they'll do well on their own. And these are the 88 blue spectacle tulips. I had purchased 3 packs of these from 2 different containers, and I will be planting them in these 2 little containers. So they came out completely different. All 3 packs came out as 3 different colors. Although they were beautiful and they are not blue at all, they will come out as a somewhat dark pink. So I have all my containers ready here. I have thoroughly cleaned and washed them and filled up all of them, at least 1/3, with some compost to make my work easier when I'm ready to plant. I have these 2 containers filled up about to half of their height with the multi-purpose compost, and I have added multi-purpose plant food in one of them. And I will be planting the tulips in the center and the hyacinths along the periphery, because the tulips will grow to about 45 centimeter height, and the hyacinths will grow about 25 centimeter taller. So we always have the taller plants in the center and the shorter ones around the periphery. The tulips need planting to about a depth of 15 centimeters, and hyacinths need planting to a depth of about 12 centimeters, and that should be good. So once your bulbs are in place, just cover them with a good 4 to 5 inches layer of compost and water them thoroughly, and that's it. We are done. I have watered them only once after planting them, and I haven't watered them at all. Here in the UK we have quite a lot of rains, and it's been a real rainy fall and winter seasons here, so I didn't really have the need to water them at all. This must be surely one of the biggest bulb lasagnas ever planted. So I had these daffodils from about 2 or 3 years. So I dug out all of them from wherever I had them planted, and I decided to plant them all in this single container. And I also got yellow tall tulips to be planted along with them. So I'm just layering them in the second layer of this container. This is a really tall container actually, and its width is about 52 centimeters if I'm not wrong. So I don't know how many these are. I did not count. They should be around 60 or more of bulbs altogether. So it has started to produce a lot of growth already, and I think one of the daffodils is blooming as well. So the yellow daffodil and tulip bulb lasagna is done, and now we are to all these smaller containers. So I have this big terracotta planter. So in this I'm planting a mixture of tulips. So this was a pick and mix bag of tulips for £2 something. It was an impulse buy actually. So I don't know, it will be a surprise what colors will come out of this container, because they were not labeled at all. It was just a pick and mix basket, so I just picked the biggest looking bulbs from it. So yeah, this should be an interesting surprise container for me. So this container is about 24 centimeters wide, and I will be planting these yellow fringed crystal star tulips in this. The only reason why I didn't plant these yellow tulips along with the other tulips in the large bulb lasagna is because they have this black center, and I thought that it might kind of separate them or take them away from the look I was going for the large container. So in the large container I very exclusively have a white and cream and yellow tulips and daffodils in it. So I did not want any other color to be included in there, so I thought I'll give this black centered yellow fringed tulips a container of its own. So here they are. So as I said earlier that I will be planting all my Dutch irises completely separately in a single container. Well, I quickly changed my mind. I am also deciding to add the alliums in this container because my alliums cheated me last year. Out of 5 or 6 of them, only one of them bloomed, so I don't really trust them. So I thought, rather than throwing, I'll just throw them in this container down at the bottom. If they want to bloom, they will. If they don't want to bloom, they will not. It's not going to hurt me. So they will be at the bottom, and I'm going to layer this container with all the Dutch irises that I have. And I must say that they have divided so extensively. I don't know, when I planted maybe they were about 25 or something, and now I don't know, I have about 50 or more of them, so which is good and bad. But anyways, they will add some color to my garden sometime in May or June. So that's how this you can see. I mean, it's October, no, I was planting this on 11th or 12th of November, and you already have so much of growth on them. So you can imagine how they will be looking in early spring. They'll be halfway done, and when it's their time to bloom, they'll be all tired and almost dead looking. Iris and Alliums are done, and now we come to our double late blue spectacle tulips. They have divided quite extensively, and I had planted about 28 or something of these bulbs, and obviously you can see there is quite a lot of them, but I don't really trust that all of them will have a good blooming capacity this year, because I already see the plants are growing and I do not see nice and thick buds. So fingers crossed on that. I shall be updating how they turn out. And what are these? These are the red and white tulips. These are really beautiful. The red ones are really big and tall tulips, so really looking forward to that as well. And these must be the white and pink tulips. That's all done. So after being planted, all of these containers were watered once, and Then I put them away safely and securely in a secure corner of my garden. And cut to 3 months later, on the 9th of March, this is how the containers are looking. The tulip and daffodils bulb lasagna is looking extremely beautiful. All of the bulbs, at least I think so, have come up and we have a bloom already. It's looking pretty. These were the containers which I was really looking forward to. The pink tulips and pink hyacinths combination. I don't know, I am sensing a sort of a problem here because the hyacinth blooms look really small here. I don't know, it is just the size of the plant itself, or there's a problem with the bulbs, but or it might be too early to judge. Anyways, I think all of them have come up, which is good. We shall see. We shall just wait and watch for the results. Anyways, this big terracotta container has the pick and mix variety of tulips, and this must have the yellow fringed crystal star tulips, and the terracotta containers, the smaller ones, will have the white and pink tulips, and the iris is obviously going crazy, as you can see. And these are the 88 blue spectacle tulips. I don't see a lot of buds, a bit concerning there. I don't know, we shall wait and see. So the back 6 containers are 4 of them are Asiatic lilies, and 2 of them are oriental and tree lily, one of each. So since I think last 2 or 3 days, I'm starting to see some growth, some activity happening in these containers. The bulbs are starting to produce their shoots, so quickly we will have color in that containers as well. So this is how my bulbs corner is looking. Let's see how colorful this spring is going to be. I am really excited. I hope you are too. Let me know in the comments down below what all bulb combinations have you planted. So yeah, that's it for this video. I hope that you all really enjoyed watching this one, and I hope that this video gave you some inspiration to get something done in your garden today. Thanks for watching. Keep gardening. Bye.